what I remember most about Iowa school
That moment.
is the culture.
Culture.
The culture that we have in Iowa secondary school was a good culture. Disciplined, work hard. Our motto was vis attic dignitas, a French word for strive to excel. Vis attic dignitas. I miss my high school days.
Okay.
Sometimes when life is so hard on me, I just think about how high school.
Welcome guys to my YouTube channel, the Julimo channel, your #1 fitness and entertainment KE. So today for our entertainment segment, we'll be doing back them days down the memory lane. You know, in different learning institutions, we have those different learning experiences. Different people have different learning experiences. So leo niko na my friend here. Of course, atasema jina yake na atupe his high school experience. Karibu sana my friend, and it's an honor having you. And by the way, for those guys who, if this is the first time you are watching, maze, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, and so that every time I upload new videos, you'll be able to be notified and be able to watch those videos. My friend, karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Julius. Once again, I come to this channel.
Yes.
It's not my first time, and
Sure.
I really appreciate Julius for always inviting me.
Okay.
Guys, once again, I just repeat what Julius has said. Go subscribe, click that subscription button so that you can get this amazing content.
Yes.
So I'm just what Michael. Julius has told me today to give experiences down from the memory lanes.
Yes. Your high school experience.
My high school experience. Thank you so much, Julius. Now, I have so many experiences in high school, but I can maybe touch on a few.
All right.
The first one is when I first joined, that first day at Highway Secondary School. That first day in the morning, I remember very well. I joined on a Tuesday. So when I go to the school,
You have that memory.
I have that memory. When I went to the school, I was accompanied with my dad. I was with my dad that morning.
All right.
So when I go to the school, after doing registration and everything, that moment when my dad left,
Yes.
I felt I was in a world of my own. I've never felt that before. I felt as if I was thrown
Somewhere.
someplace where I'm alone. I'm an alien in the school. That experience was not the way I felt it from within. I felt like my dad had left me in a very big jungle.
You almost
I felt like
cried.
crying. I felt like crying.
All right.
And the first time when I started school in nursery, I didn't cry. Going to class 1, I didn't cry. But when I joined Form 1, I felt like crying when my dad left me in that school. But anyway, I had to become, adjust and start studying.
All right.
That was one of the experiences that I really remember.
It was a boarding school mixed.
It was a day. I knew very well in the evening I'm going to meet my dad.
Really?
Yes, but that
Was
moment,
a day school.
it was a day school. They just changed it to be a boarding school, I think, the other day.
All right.
That day, it was the best day school in the country. Those days.
The best performing day school.
In the country.
Not in Nairobi.
We were very, when you tell a person that you're from Highway, it was something that we were proud of, to be called Highwayrians. Yes. So I knew I'd meet my dad in the evening. But that moment that he left me there,
Yes.
I felt that ameniwacha mahali pabaya.
Despite it being a day school.
Despite it being a day school.
I mean, what was the big challenge now that you felt so?
You see,
Like,
when you go to...
Because at the end of the day, you knew you could go back to your parents.
Yes. You see, for us, maybe you had so much attachment to your parents. You get it?
Yes.
Then you're coming to this unfamiliar environment where now you come to meet the boys. No, Highway Secondary School is a boys' school.
Yes.
So they are coming now to be with the boys. At that particular time,
Yes.
I remember I wanted to go to a boarding school. I think I was supposed to go to Kisii High School.
Those were your intentions.
That's what I wanted to go to Kisii High School.
Okay.
But I know in the previous year before I joined high school, I don't know what happened at Kisii High School. All the Form 4 students, they didn't receive their marks.
They are.
I think that's what happened in Kisii School.
Okay.
But I was supposed to go to Kisii School.
Okay.
But my dad said no. You have to go to the school that we have been called Highway Secondary School.
Okay.
So when I got there, I think I felt like I was not supposed to be here. And my dad left me there. I felt like I was not supposed to be here.
Yes.
I was supposed to be somewhere else.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, I don't know, you know, my experience that I had in boarding is quite different. So how was this experience like?
You wanted your parents to leave you there and wapotele mbali.
No, that was, I never felt good when I was dropped my first day in high school. But I adjusted myself.
Which school was that?
Of course, Cardinal Otunga High School.
Oh, you went Kadi?
Yes, sir.
Ah, Kadi, yeah, that's a very good school.
Yes.
Mosocho.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how was your experience?
Now after that,
after your first day in high
after
school,
my first day now, when we started now learning now lessons.
yes.
There's a French class. Now I was supposed to, when you join the school, you already know which lessons you are going to do, whether you are doing French,
Yes.
or art and design,
Business, agriculture.
No, for those ones, business and agriculture. Those are optional. You choose by class.
Yes.
Now, me, I wanted to go do French.
Want to be a Francais.
I wanted to be to do French all the way.
Yes.
So when I came to that French class, it happened that I didn't have a French dictionary.
You didn't have
A French dictionary.
a French dictionary?
When you join, you must have a French dictionary.
Yes.
Now I didn't have a French dictionary. So when you don't have a French dictionary, then it's automatic. You are not supposed to be in that class.
You definitely gonna lag behind.
It's like I was chased away from that class
Okay. The teacher didn't like that situation.
because you have to have that French dictionary. So I decided to go to a business studies.
So let me ask you, when you joined Form 1, when you left home, you knew you were to do French, right?
Yes, but I didn't have a French dictionary.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. I didn't have it
Okay.
because we used to have a book list.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
And we were told to go to a particular bookshop.
Yes.
So I didn't have a French dictionary.
Okay.
So because of that, I think I moved away from doing French.
Just like that.
Just like that, and I went to do business studies, which I did until Form 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Another experience now is when we started learning now.
I mean, just hold on. You went through day school for the next 4 years.
Exactly.
You didn't change schools.
I didn't change schools.
You are a very good boy.
I've always been. I've always been.
You've always been.
I've always been.
No misbehaviors.
I've always been.
No suspensions.
I've never even been in a police cell, even up to now.
Okay.
I've never been in a police Land Rover.
Okay.
Yeah, always trying to be on the right side of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't manage to break the school rules.
No. No. It's okay. You see, we have rules that are written down.
Yes.
Every school has a written down rules, but we have those assumed rules. Like for example, eating without a spoon. One day I found myself eating without a spoon. I think there was one of the prefects who took away my food. I don't know why, because I was not using a spoon. That was the only experience, but otherwise everything was okay.
Okay.
Even when we started learning now, as we got towards the exam, I remember very well. And my first exam, I did very well. If I remember, I got what was the marks? I think it was out of 1,200.
Yes, we are doing 4. Is it 12 subjects? We were doing 4 subjects?
No, not 4. 1,200 is 12, man.
Yes.
And that's not 12 subjects.
All right.
Those are 12.
Yeah.
I was doing like 12, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I scored around 1,135.
Come on.
I remember very well. And my class teacher at that time can confirm this.
You mean it? Are you sure you need to bring those
out of 1,200?
65 marks.
I was top of the class.
Top of the whole stream. How many streams were you in for?
5.
Five streams.
5. I don't know whether they have increased because of the numbers.
Okay.
But we used to have 5. I remember 1Y, 1P, 1R, 1G, and 1B.
You were 1?
I was at 1R.
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 Okay.
Then I went to R, then 3G, 4G.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So I became the first in class.
Mm-hmm.
Became the first in class, the top student now. Was the first
term in Form 1. Mm-hmm.
What happened? I made the class monitor resigned.
Mm-hmm.
When I was the best student, the class monitor resigned.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
so that you
could
resigned, take the position.
When he resigned, my class teacher came to our class and said, our class monitor has resigned.
Mm-hmm.
And from today, our class monitor is me.
Okay.
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
From nowhere. I had not influenced that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Me just got the marks.
Okay.
And by the way, I became number 1 until Form 4, except KCSE.
Wow.
I only got beaten in KCSE.
So do you think you are being favored now that you didn't top in KCSE?
It's only, okay,
you know, there's that perception in teachers. If student A scores 90, 90, 90, it should be 80, 88. So maybe perhaps some of them never went through the
exam can favor you or not favor you.
Okay.
Maybe if they could have given me another KCSE exam, maybe the next year if I could have repeat, maybe I could have scored an A.
Okay.
Because exams, I don't think they will always favor you, especially national exams. Okay. You can be so good, but then the way the exam comes, it doesn't favor you.
It also depends on the environment, the situation that one is in.
And I was a day scholar anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You see, for a day scholar, you have to do twice. You have to put your energy and effort twice.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up at 3 a.m. to do some chemistry and some maths. You go to school.
Yes.
Then in the evening again, after playing football at 7, you study until 8 before you go home.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yes.
So you have to put a lot of energy.
Okay.
So the KCSE, I scored a B plus instead of an A.
Okay.
But it's fine. That's how God wanted it to be.
Okay.
Yes. Now the next experience was some of them I cannot mention here. Some of them were not good ones.
No, you just
let me do good ones.
No, just give us the whole experience.
Now for this one is when now it came to a time when we are in Form 2 and we're supposed to go to Form 2 second term. You see, you have to choose the subjects you are doing for that term.
Yes.
And at that particular point is when they choose those people who are going to be prefects now. From a monitor to a prefect. And it doesn't matter. They can choose a person who is not a monitor to be a prefect, to be a junior prefect. So, according to the regime that was there, in terms of the school prefects, the head boy, the captains, so the captains are the ones who have a say on who becomes a prefect in that class. Are you getting?
Yes.
Before the teachers could give the input, the captains have to give the input first. So the captains, they have their own, they have decided who, but they have not decided on me. And I'm the class monitor already.
Mulikuwa na beef ama nini?
I don't know. I cannot tell. The head boy was a very good friend of mine.
Okay.
Now, the person who had been chosen to be the prefect, there's a day, is a very good friend of mine. He came to me and told me, you have been giving me a lot of punishments. If I get this position, it will be fire.
You're gonna suffer. I'm
gonna suffer. I said it's fine. No, for me I believed from Kitambo, leadership comes from God. It's God who chooses leaders.
Yes.
So nikanyamazia hapo. So I was told The teachers are the ones who proposed and said, there's no way we can have a list of these junior prefects without me.
They demanded you
The
appear
teachers
in the list.
demanded no.
Yes.
No. Even the deputy was my now biology teacher. They said no.
Okay.
That's how I appeared in that list.
Okay.
So when I appeared in that list, I was not a person who could maybe sometimes be so harsh to the students. They were harsh on me when I was a student. I did a lot of punishments. To the point you are doing those punishments of you are being given a newspaper, you suck all the letter E's. Remember those things? I don't know.
You mean that was your biggest punishment?
No, I don't know. There's a cup, you're given a cup, then a small spoon. You go, a tap is 100 meters away.
You need to
The
fill
cup
that.
is here, you need to fill that cup. Now, how does that help a student to move from maybe the grades he's scoring to better grades? How?
Discipline. It's not related. I don't think it's whether it's related to grades.
It was not related to grades. So I was so calm in terms of this punishment. And now there was a lot of trouble between me and the captain that I'm not doing enough. You get it?
Yes.
So when it came to a time of choosing the captains, in highway they used to have 5 captains. The head boy, the deputy head boy, the welfare captain, the dining hall captain,
Yes.
and the games captain. 5. So if you manage to get to these 5,
Any 3 votes.
no, if you get one of these positions, your life is good in high school. You have an office, you have a desk, you have your 10 a.m. tea, your food is brought to your desk at lunchtime. When other students are eating maybe 10 pieces of meat, you're eating like half of it. So people used to fight for these 5 positions. Imagine you are a captain, but students don't know that you are fighting also to get these positions. I was very calm, but God now, Mungu wanaona.
Because of the privileges that those positions came with.
Yeah, they came with a very no money, but the privileges. So
Were you guys allowed to discipline your fellow students?
okay, discipline happens, but not physical. Ile ati unachapa mtu nini. Kuna ile discipline tu za kawaida, do this, in the evening come, you'll wash from 4A, you'll wash from 4B alone. Those ones, they were there, we used to do them. Even me when before I became, I used to wash from 4 every day, even from 4 were like, you're from 4. You know, there are those ash ones where you walk the whole day without shoes, they take your shoes, everything. Ujafunga hii button ya juu, they take your shirt. Yeah, but everything was for the betterment of the school.
Okay.
So that time I got the dining hall position, captain. I don't know from nowhere.
You are the
because I
big
was
5
not that
now.
harsh.
You are the big 5.
No, the issue was a small person like me. You know, dining hall captains are supposed to be big people who eat a lot of food. Are you getting? No, a small person like me, I am now to be a dining hall.
No, then you were small.
Yes, that time. At that time, now you have to be a dining hall captain.
Okay.
So I took it. And there I was. I'm the one going to meet the caterer every day.
Did it affect in any way, you know, those leaders? Yes, the leadership positions?
The culture in highway secondary school is studying.
Studying.
Are you getting?
The other ones need luxury.
We're in luxury, but in highway secondary school you have to study. And I loved the school because of that.
Okay.
You are the scholar, but you have to be on your books every day. You're just thinking about your books. You have to be in the library. Now, when you become even a captain, it's very easy. You have an office where you can be studying. You don't have to go to class. You have an office where you sit and study.
No, at what time were you guys going to these offices? Because now that the fact that this was a day school.
In the morning.
This was a day school.
In the morning, you are in the offices.
At what time were you guys attending classes?
You are supposed to be in school by 7.
All right.
So between 7 and 8, you're in your office.
Okay.
Studying. Then already you have assigned prefects in every class. So in every class, there's a prefect seated in front there, in that teacher's desk, and the students are studying. Prep time for 7, for 1 hour people are studying. Sisi tuko pale kwa ofisi tunasoma pia. Hakuna quest time. As we give them duties, you have to give them duties every Friday. Every Friday during the prefects meeting, you tell the prefects what's your duty next week.
Okay.
You'll be dining, you'll be doing this.
Duty roster.
Yes, duty roster. Sisi tunasoma, kazi yetu ni kusoma. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was all about discipline, be disciplined and study. And I can tell you, the 4 years we were there, banning of schools was not there. In our school, no even attempt of banning the school that was there.
You are saying
We were so disciplined.
banning of schools was not in your school, but not across the country.
Across the country, it was there.
All right.
Yes.
So
it was there.
what was the reason behind that your school never engaged in banning?
Discipline.
Of course, first thing is it's a day school anyway.
We see,
Because majority
also
of,
the issue is how
majority
do you
of those
solve,
people strike.
how do you solve grievances with students?
Okay.
If there's a grievance, maybe the students are feeling the food is not good.
Yes.
How do you correct that?
Yes.
But the good thing about highway secondary school food, it's very good. Chakula imewekwa roiko bwana, shule zingine hakuna roiko kwa chakula. Sisi tumewekewa roiko, tumewekewa pilipili inaitwaje?
Hoho.
Hoho imewekwa ndani, nyanya imewekwa enough.
You guys, you are living the life.
Food was you are given a fruit. So nobody can complain about food.
For some people maisha ya shule ilikuwa mzuri
Wengine
kuliko home.
Wengine at every meal has to have maragwe. Other schools I'm told every meal must have maragwe. Ugali maragwe, ugali mchele, maragwe sijui na nini. Are you getting? So we used to have githeri once a day on Tuesday only, and that githeri was well cooked. Haina weevils. Na unapatiwa paka banana. Hiyo lazima upatiwe a piece of banana. Ndio ipeleke nini digestion ifanyike mzuri ya githeri. Yeah.
Now let me ask you, you know, you just mentioned about the banning of schools. What do you think that needs to be done? You know, there's that pressure in more so in boarding schools. There's that pressure in you know, the timelines. Kuna hiyo pressure kwa boarding, mnaamka 4, you go sleep back at 10, you know. Sometimes you could have crash classes during the evening hours or in the morning hours for some teachers who didn't manage to, you know, to attend to their day classes. I mean, what do you advise maybe the ministry about the issue of banning of schools?
Okay, first of all, every time we have banning of schools, there's always a reason why.
Okay.
And the question that is there is, why do we have banning of schools only in public schools? We don't have banning of schools in private schools. So, like I remember last time when we had this big wave of banning of schools was because of the mock exams.
Yes.
So the ministry removed the mock exams.
Yes.
But did it
I guess it was grading, the grading part of mock exams.
Yes.
But mock exams, I think they are still there. If I'm not wrong.
I feel it's not only about pressure. Right now they're talking about, I don't know, COVID-19 has made the syllabus to be
so cramped.
Yeah. So there's a lot of class in terms of completing the syllabus.
Yes.
The students have a lot of pressure. As long as we talk about all these reasons, I still think, again, apart from the private schools not banning their schools, the old national schools, have you ever had them banning schools? Their school?
The old.
The likes of Alliance, the likes of Stare, the likes of Mangu.
Okay.
You'll never get them banning schools. And they're public schools also.
Yes.
So the government should also ensure that they are able to bring up the levels of these other public schools. Because if you look at even in terms of the number of staff like teachers, the old public schools, the old national schools,
yes,
they have everything that they want. They have staff almost, the staff they have enough staff. They have good food. The infrastructure is very okay. You get it? But these other schools, you get that maybe even the desks are not enough. This infrastructure is not well done. You get it? So the question should be there. Why is it that the old national schools, they don't ban schools compared to these other ones? What is it that they have there that these ones don't have?
I also think leadership from the ministry, that the whole principal, the whole board, also plays a big role.
Okay. They do.
Because you know, there was a time the student went on strike because they asked to watch a World Cup game, and they were never given the chance.
That's what I say that now, how do we solve student grievances? You getting?
Yes.
Like there's a school, I'm told, the teacher was told that this school will be banned, but she didn't do anything. You getting? But at the same time, if you're a student watching us today, and we are thinking about banning the school,
waje hiyo ujinga.
You ni ujinga kumbavu umejeza kwa kichwa. You are not ready to study. You are not ready to be a person of importance in this society.
You just said you want to find a better way of solving grievances.
Just find a better way of solving your issues instead of banning schools. Imagine when we were joining school, there's a project that we were told to do, Julius.
Yes.
For 4 years, maybe buying a bus, building a library, doing a dormitory.
Yes.
Then crazy students come and ban this dormitory. Dormitory that you ulichangia miaka ine.
In less than 24 hours.
Or this bus, you getting? So come on, a student, then you are not ready. You don't know why you're in school.
So you're saying doing away with boarding schools is never the solution, right? Could that be a solution?
Okay. It can be. I don't deny that one can be a solution. Because again, the issue of day schools not being banned. Though the ministry will tell you, even day schools, the students, there's some grievances they have.
True.
You getting?
Yes.
But they don't know how to.
They do not have enough time to organize.
They have the grievances also. But I think, but what will that bring? We are living in a country whereby we are talking about cosmopolitan, moving away from tribal inclination.
Yes.
Then you find yourself now, you have to study in Kisii instead of going to a Mangu or Alliance. You have just to study in a day school in Kisii. Or what will they do to ensure that if I go to study in Mangu, I'll have a place I can live as I go to school. You get it?
Yes.
So I still feel boarding schools, they bring about that cohesion and unity.
Yes.
Among people. Yes.
Okay. So after deviating, you talked about you being the prefect. You say captain. Yeah, you were the captain, dining hall captain.
I was the captain.
So besides that, how was the funkies, music festivals, sports and games?
I was not in the drama festival team. By the way, I have good friends who are there and they're doing well even right now in that arts and entertainment sector.
Yes.
I was not a participant in those things.
You were never a participant in any co-curricular activity?
No, I was playing football.
Yes.
I was in the highway football team.
You played which level? Like you went for competitions?
No, I started playing from Form 1 when I joined.
Yes.
All the way to Form 4,
yes.
I was playing football.
I meant competitions.
We used to go. We used to go.
Okay.
We used to have the Nairobi Secondary School Sports Association, something like that. We had football tournaments. I used to attend every exercise every day, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
There's no single day I missed exercise at the evening. And my coach those days was called Luceno.
Luceno.
Yeah, Luceno.
Okay.
Was our football coach. So I used to play from 1 to Form 4. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Though sometimes you could come in as a substitute. Sometimes you could start a game. But it was good. We used to play football. It was very entertaining.
Bado mlikuwa napewa soda na mkate.
Sio soda na mkate now, that is the
the staple food for high school students.
Soda na mkate na maziwa. I used to go even for this the quizzes. How is it called? The maths contest.
Yes.
I used to go for maths contest at Mangu High School, I remember. Yeah.
And out of 50, you used to score 0.
Was I really getting my results? I don't think so. But
because I never got anything.
Yeah, they are very. Hey, those maths quiz.
Those quizzes were tough.
They were very tough. They were very tough. There was one I did in Mangu. I don't know whether I scored anything. Yeah.
Okay.
But I used to go to those.
Mm.
So I used to play football. I used to play football. Go to this maths contest, science contest. Go to these funkies whereby maybe our club, environmental club, is supposed to go.
So definitely, most of the times, as a school, you used to go out for such contests.
Yes.
The fact that it being a day school.
Yes.
Because during weekends, you guys were not in school. Did you have any classes during the weekends?
They were there, but you know, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
We used to have Saturday classes, 2 lessons. That is from 8 to around 12. I could not attend. Yes.
For your entire 4 years?
My entire 4 years. What I used to do, Saturday evening, I could call my friend.
Okay.
They could tell me what they have learned. I could go. That friend of mine used to live around Gong Road, so I can go there. I get the books. I come and read the notes.
Okay.
I've never.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
How was life? You know, me, I was in a boarding school, so I was life like, you know, waking up early, taking a matatu to your school, back in the evening.
From where I used to live.
That life, mi naiona vile ni tough sana.
2 matatus, not 1.
Yes.
You have to get 1 to town, then 1 to your school.
Okay.
You get it? 1 matatu to town, then you get another one from town to school. 2 matatus. So you wake up. I used to wake up at 3. I study until 5, 2 hours. Then at 5, I start preparing now to go to school. At 6:15, I'm out of the house. First matatu, town, church house. You know church house?
No.
Just next to railways.
Railways club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, church house there.
Okay.
Next to development house, where we have
Which
is it
is it
Quick Mart
Naivas?
nowadays?
I think Naivas.
Naivas nowadays.
Yes.
There. That's where we used to board our matatus.
Okay.
Then I go to South B. Get to school at around 6:45 or 6:40. You start studying again until 7:20 or 8.
Your parents never thought about that difficult times moving up and down. They never thought about looking for some small room in South B and, you know, you could operate from there. That thing never crossed your mind.
Yes, it happened that when I was in is it 4th form, third. There's my uncle lives in South B, next to the school. I think it happened that because again I wanted to study, I wanted more time to study. I stayed with my uncle for some time there. But before I could do Form 4, I think I moved.
You moved from...
Yeah, now I was operating just from home to go to school.
No, you stopped commuting.
No, now I returned to commuting. I stayed there for some time, I think a year.
Oh.
About 2 years.
Okay.
Then I resumed my commuting. Commuting was fun. You have money.
Oh, you could
save.
have balance. You could work sometimes. Sometimes you pay any fare.
Sometimes you walk. Sometimes you walk from school until home to save, especially exam days. Why should you be in a matatu exam days? And you are leaving school at 4. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you said you went through Form 4 which year? 208, 207?
Do you want me to mention the year I was in Form 4?
There's no problem. Come on.
208.
208. I think that was the period when cases of cheating were rampant, right?
No, 207 was the worst year.
Yes.
I remember 207 is when you could walk in town and pick a paper of next day's exam. 207. And the students of 207, they really passed exam. So 208 was...
They cheated.
They cheated.
Yes.
But so
they didn't pass.
So in 208, they started to rectify. Now NEC was trying to rectify.
They were being regulating
to reduce this.
But cheating still was there.
Okay, in our school, you see, for boarding schools, I think they were getting this thing very easily.
Come on.
For day school, it was very difficult for us. I can tell you the truth because I remember. I can tell you my exam, which I did. From Form 1 to Form 4. I mean, from the first paper to the last one. The last one was business studies. The first one, I think, was English paper 1. I didn't get a leakage.
You didn't get them or you didn't look for it?
Whatever. I didn't get a leakage.
So he be here on a clean B.
B plus clean.
Ya Matiang'i.
Ya Matiang'i. Sasa now if Matiang'i could have been there,
you could have gotten a green A.
Right now I could be a doctor. I could be Dr. Michael. Yes.
But you still accept there was cheating cases, right? But it's just that you guys, me, you know, I think
tulikuwa tumejiamini sisi hii mtihani it's not a big deal. Are you getting?
Yes.
In fact, when you start cheating exams, what it makes you, if you have a paper that you're going to do tomorrow, you cannot read, you cannot study, you put all your mind in that paper. Are you getting? So for us, tulikuwa tumejiamini, me and my friends akina bro, they know themselves. Tulikuwa tumejiamini kabisa that you don't need those leakages because you're supposed to pay money to be given those things. It is you pay a lot of money for you to get that thing. So sisi tulikuwa tumejiamini kabisa. In fact, people used to call us and tell us, let me ask you, when this question is like this, how do I answer it?
If this question comes like
this, how will I answer it?
If it's framed like this, how do I answer it?
Yes, people used to call us every night.
Already you have the answers here.
And we are the marking scheme of these people who had leakages.
Okay.
So we didn't even believe that an exam can be. You can have an exam prior to the paper that you are doing.
Nothing like that crossed your mind.
We didn't believe that. And if it happened, it's so bad. And I can tell the Ministry of Education, if it's still happening, please, just know we are not running an institution or a ministry. That thing should not happen. You cannot have a paper that you are doing tomorrow, you have it today. It's very unfair to those people who don't have those papers, who cannot get them. It's very unfair to those who have studied.
Brings unfair competition.
Yeah, those who have taken their years, the 4 years to really study hard. You getting? Cuts are there, you are doing cuts each and every day, you are doing homeworks, assignments, and then at the end of it all, there's a leakage that comes out.
Yes.
On the exam date, a person comes, does the exam, and he already had that paper on the previous day. We went evil too. Yeah. That's why I told you, the exam didn't favor me. I got a B+. Yeah.
You got what you deserved.
I got what I deserved. It didn't favor me at that time. Yeah. If it could have favored me, I could have gotten an A.
There was no bullying in your school?
I told you about my school, my highway secondary school, as the most disciplined school. No bullying.
If we had a highway college, you could still go back with it.
Absolutely. No bullying. We were told stories. We were being told stories that in other schools, somebody mshipi metolewa, student amepigwa mshipi.
Not stories, true stories.
Yeah,
from experience.
For us, let me tell you the way highway is. Highway is made up of, most of the students are from Nairobi. Rich kids from Nairobi, not me. Highway was made of rich kids from Nairobi. When wazazi hawataki waende secondary schools.
Boarding schools.
You get it? Yes. They come with Mercedes every morning. Wapande matatu kama hiyo. Unaona?
Yes.
So imagine uchukue rich kid mwenyewe waanze kumchapa pale tunambuli. So utawekwa ndani. So there was no bullying, stealing, no. Then we used to study with a lot of Asians. Unaelewa? Sisi now shule yetu. In fact in the past it used to be called Asian boys. Asian boys. The Indians it was an Indian school. So
majority were Indians.
Those days. But now we were many as blacks. But you could see Indians. So there's many of them. There's no class where you could miss an Indian. Yes. Even my class we used to have. Yeah. Ile kitambaa ya red wameweka kwa kichwa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it, kukuwa na hiyo different cultures in class?
Just the way I told you, when we interact from different backgrounds, it doesn't matter whether you are from a poor family or a rich family. Then it doesn't matter whether you are a Kikuyu, a Muslim, a Kisii, a Luo. The interaction becomes so good. When you were high school, you could not think that Jolo is a Kikuyu. No. In unity. You getting?
Yes.
And that's what we should now develop even as we move out of high schools. But what have we done as youths? We are still inclined in our tribal cocoons. You getting? That's the problem we have done. Today unasikia mtu anasema mimi Mjaluo, I cannot vote for this one. Mimi Mkalenjin, I cannot vote for this one. Mimi Mkikuyu, I cannot. You see? But in school, we were so united that you cannot tell that this person is from this tribe and this tribe and this tribe. But when we move out of it, we want to separate. And it is dividing us. It's really dividing us.
Okay.
Yes. It's really, look at 207, post-election violence. We forget. Yeah. But all goes with our leaders again, our national leaders.
But by the way, that you talked about post-election, did that affect the school?
It really affected us. You see, I remember in 2008, we used to go to school to Kirushiwa to Mawe town. Yes. No, in 2007, the post-election violence started on 30th or 31st there. In 2007. And in January, we have to report to school. We used to go, I used to go. We maneuver, there are no matatus, definitely you have to walk. It's in town where you can get a matatu. But again, when you get in town, ni fujo. But we used to manage to go to school. It really affected us like for 2 months.
Did you lose some of your students to other schools?
Every year we lose students to other schools.
Okay.
Every year. There are those who are suspended, expelled. No. There are those who their parents think they will do better in a boarding school than a day school. Unajua day school unaweza pata maybe you just love fun, you don't like studying. You go home, you want to watch TV, you want to play games, PS, PlayStation. You get it?
Yes.
And I came by there to be addicted to PlayStation. I have it until now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that one thing that kept you motivated to remain disciplined? Now, you are looking at the sky.
No, you see, for me, I knew the reason why I was in school. You see, we were being told education is very important. It brings how you perceive things becomes different. How you behave towards other people is different. So what we did, we went to school ready to learn. And then we were not rich people. We were not people who had a lot of money. So you go to school saying, my dad is paying this amount of school fees for me to learn. Why should I come and waste it here? And by the way, let me tell you, Julius, in class, you may think that you are better than your friend you are seated with.
And the friend thinks the same.
In terms of academics. You are scoring good grades compared to your neighbor, then you think you are higher. Let me tell you, in terms of class and finances, that guy is way up, and away from you. We are seated there together. You are scoring marks, you are scoring grades. You are saying this guy is so poor, he doesn't understand any mathematical concepts here. This guy, vector theory is just, you're getting? But that guy, I can tell you, is so far socially compared to you. That guy is just coming to school to formalize.
You didn't find that as a challenge? Like...
we didn't think about that at that time.
Okay.
I've just come to think about that when I've grown older. That indeed, we were struggling to study with people already who are very far in society compared to us.
Way ahead.
Way ahead. This person was just studying to get grades. After all,
Papers,
the father will
to get
give,
the papers.
To get the papers, after all, he will get a job very fast. You're getting? This guy is just studying so that he can be able to run the father's business very well and be accountable.
Okay.
You getting?
Yes.
But mtu unaona unamshinda kwa class lakini ako mbali sana in terms of richness ama wealthy. They are very wealthy. Hata anashangaa venye wewe una score marks. Anakuona hayo una score marks hivyo ya nini? Ako guaranteed akimaliza shule atapata kazi. Wewe struggle umalize shule uanze kutafuta kazi. Yeye ako guaranteed hii shule nikifanya tu nishapata kazi tayari.
Shule ndiyo imeniweka.
And I see them.
Proceed.
I see them. I see them.
Way ahead.
They are way ahead. Very far. Very far. You see, when we were waiting for 2 years for us to join university, they joined university immediately. You getting?
Yes.
When our system was 2 years, then you join university, their system is the one that we have now. You finish, you join campus. So for them, they finish, they join campus immediately. From campus, a job is waiting for them.
Is there a way to address that kagap kuna wase rich kids, poor kids, middle class kids?
Hey, in this country,
The gap keeps growing.
in this country, anyway, it was predicted even in the past by a guy called, is it Karl Marx?
Karl Marx.
Or Max Weber, somebody like
Weber.
that. Or Weber, Weber. So, they said about society will be a society of class. We'll always have laborers and owners of the production part of it. Factors of production owners.
Yes.
So we'll have people who own land, we'll have people who will be owning, who own as laborers, people will be owning capital.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
So they said we still have the bourgeoisies and the proletariat. It will never end.
Umeanza kuongea Greek sasa.
It will never end. Unaona? So issue of class, if you want to bring equity, it will take time.
Okay.
It will take time.
Aya, sasa tukimalizia,
Yeah.
what's that one thing that keeps you unakumbuka kuhusu about the highway school? That one thing, yani ukimention ikipita kwa akili hivi, just remember about highway school.
What I remember most about highway school
That moment.
is the culture.
Culture.
The culture that we have in our secondary school was a good culture. Disciplined, work hard. Our motto was vis artic dignitas, a French word for strive to excel. Vis artic dignitas. I miss my high school days.
Okay.
Sometimes when life is so hard on me, I just think
You
about how
reflect
high
back.
school was so good. Sometimes when we
Your life at us was so good than it is right now.
high school, yeah, definitely. Let me tell you. For you guys, you are saying boarding school was so tough compared to right now.
Aye.
Let me tell you, sometimes you can sit down when things are so hard on you.
Yes.
You know, we live in a world of not all the time you'll be happy.
Yes.
When things are so hard on you, you think about that high school time when you were young. When everything seemed to be provided. Right now, you are the one to provide.
Yes.
When everything used to be provided, you are paid for school fees, your work is just to go. You don't think about how hard life was. Like right now, you have to think about tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, it was nice by the having you. I really appreciate for coming up to this show, and I appreciate for honoring the request and the invite. So, so for those guys, if this is still your first time watching this video, just hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can keep getting notifications every time I publish or upload a new video. Ambia mafans, mabeshte wako wa high school,
Mabeshte zangu wa high, mnajijua bana, mnajijua. And then pale kwa Julmo, subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe and get these amazing stories.
So guys, let's do this.